This program brought to you by Centrum, the complete multivitamin and mineral supplement.
This program is proudly brought to you by Hardy's Insignia, makes a great impression, and Sakata Rice Crackers. This program is brought to you by Nestle, proudly supporting the AIS, and New Farm, the everlasting freshness.
NADS Natural Hair Removal is delighted to bring you this program. Look good, feel great.
This program brought to you by Sakata Rice Crackers.
This program brought to you by HBA's low-cost family cover, cash back and no more gaps. Are you with HBA?
This program brought to you by Yoplait Lawais, the new Nissan 3-litre turbo diesel petrol, Tetley Tea, and Janome.
Water Rats, proudly brought to you by Medibank Private, making you feel a whole lot better. This program was proudly brought to you by Yoplait Lawais and the new Mitsubishi Magna VRX. It'll go like a shot. This program brought to you by new Softer Solvent for sensitive noses. This program is brought to you by the Daily Juice Company and Nestle, proudly supporting the AIS.
This program is proudly brought to you by your Mazda dealer and Pledge Grab It.
This program brought to you by Nestle, Volvo, TXU and eauto.com.au.
This program was proudly brought to you by BP and the all-new Pulsar. It breaks all the rules.
This program brought to you by MLC, working towards your wealth. Camera House, autumn catalogue out now, and eauto.com.au. This program brought to you by Blockout Industries.
This program brought to you by Bow Repairs, Bow's midlife crisis.
This program is brought to you by Victoria Bitter for a hard-earned first.
Tonight's weather is proudly brought to you by HCF Family Care. Everything you need and nothing you don't. Don't settle for less.
Tonight's weather report brought to you by HCF. Cover for every stage of life at a price you can afford. Don't settle for less.
This program proudly brought to you by Collier Homes. The right choice.
This program brought to you by High Performance Cheese Slices, Nestle, Heinz Pouch Soup, and New Centrum Select 50 Plus.
This program brought to you by Mitre 10, the store that's been helping you find practical gifts for decades.
This program is proudly brought to you by the Australian Defence Force Academy and Heinz Pouch Soup.
This program was proudly brought to you by Omni. It's a little bit different. And the Charlie's Angels competition. This program proudly brought to you by the Power of Yes.
This program brought to you by Toshiba, the biggest and brightest range of rear projection televisions, including the new multi-award-winning 43-inch. This program was proudly brought to you by Gillette Arctic Ice and Captain Snooze. This program brought to you by Diners Club, taking you further, faster.
This program is brought to you by Scary Movie, now showing in cinemas everywhere. This program brought to you by Bunnings Warehouse, Elton John's One Night Only album out now, and Main North Nissan and Daewoo.
This program is proudly brought to you by Australia's Navy, Army and Air Force, and Optus Free Time. This program is brought to you by the Daily Juice Company and Nestle, proudly supporting the AIS.
This program brought to you by the all-new Pulsar, Goulburn Valley Fruit Snacks, Ambipur, and MyANZ.com.
This news update is proudly brought to you by Chicken Feed Bargain Stores. This program proudly brought to you by TGIO Insurance and Auto Rent Hertz.
This program proudly brought to you by Ozstar's Mammoth March Savings.
This program proudly brought to you by Munro Shock Absorbers.
This program brought to you by Campbell's Tomato Ready. Ready when you are.
ER, proudly brought to you by Medibank Private, making you feel a whole lot better.
I feel better now.
This program brought to you by Take 5 Magazine, L'Oreal Ferrier, Pure Light Start, and Goulburn Valley Fruit Snacks. This program brought to you by New Radiant Soluble Sachets, the Libra Charlie's Angels Competition, and Nivea Visage Soft Facial Cleansing Wipes.
This program brought to you by Saab.
This program is brought to you by Nestle, proudly supporting the AIS, and Flippin' Green Seas Tuna Plus.
This program brought to you by Continental Lots of Pasta. Eat, revive to make it to 5. This program was proudly brought to you by Migraine Ice. Ice your migraine with Migraine Ice. And Bushell's Pyramid Tea Bags.
This program proudly brought to you by Bets and Bets and Mandeville Ceramics.
Stingers, brought to you by Strongbow. Drink fresh, think fresh. This program brought to you by Retrovision, where top brands cost less.
This program proudly brought to you by Target.